backslide. Like, before this whole Zaida Carl TZ switch up and whatever the hell is going on with them, like, they were doing pretty good. So, you know, almost 60% win rate, like, that's fine.
That's pretty solid.
Blue side is still a strong side, I think.
And it's probably still gonna be a game number 3. That's something that's not
Manifest, Rockhard. Manifest.
That's not gonna leave my brain anytime soon. So we're going on game 1 draft, and does feel like we might see possibilities of a Ling making an appearance here.
Hold up.
Hayabusa not getting banned out.
Oh yeah, Hayabusa, Hylos, rather Hayabusa, that's the ban. Hayabusa, Nolan, Julian, none of those banned out. Are they gonna let through the Matilda? Is this gonna be a first pick Matilda for Japes?
Does
for
feel
the
like it.
for the father?
Seems like a safe pick, right? Feels like that's a safe pick route to go.
If Coach Lembo lets it through.
That is true. Although the bans, you might consider, I don't know, are we really not going to see a Fanny ban here today? That's interesting.
Oh, that's right. The Nightmare is pretty mean on the Fanny. Carl TZ, he's been getting better.
He's getting better, come on.
All right, do you do Matilda here? Do you Matilda here?
Makes sense. Although, again, a lot of teams have been prioritizing Zahaya if it's open. So...
Dude, I think you lose so much if you go Haya here.
That's the thing, right?
If they
There's
pick
always
Haya
a
here,
trade-off.
they lose so much. Edith is open, by the way, for the first time today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're correct. It's usually getting banned out either second pick or last pick on red.
Oh, there you go, Julian. Put it in the hands of Carl TZ. Of the 3 top junglers right now, Nolan, Hayabusa, Julian. Carl TZ is a Julian guy. So again, picking your priorities, this is a good start for Team Liquid.
Carl TZ says, what is Haya? Come on.
Buff?
You guys no, I got this.
There's Harith.
Huh.
Do you give Chakra Matilda?
Okay. I would say Matilda's... I guess it doesn't feel like their style, though. They did pick it up once, and it did lose when they picked it up.
So, I guess you're saying they're that unpredictable.
They change up so much.
What?
That's
Oh my god,
early.
this is so smart, Omega!
It's very early.
So duped. Like, I guess the Harris. I understand the Harris, but an early Arlo? I mean, if you want to, you know, empower Ryota,
That's the best way to do it.
that's their priority now. Maybe the patch dictates that Smart Omega has to focus on gold and XP. There you go.
Yeah, we've seen multiple times where Ryota gets forced into like an export XP. It's really off. It feels like it's not the Smart Omega way. So I like that they're prioritizing. And I just want to ask, have we ever seen Chakra on Arlo? My brain is not braining in that
Something
regard.
tells me not in season.
It doesn't feel like it,
Not
right?
in season 14.
And then
Oh,
there's
there's
the,
Edith.
what a powerful
And there's
combo.
a Tig. All right.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Given how many unique heroes Chakra has played, if I'm not mistaken, 12 or 13. Somewhere around that. He might have actually done that.
It should be there,
He might have
right?
at least played once.
I'm gonna
Bring
have
up
to
the
go
stats.
back
Let me-
into that one.
Let me dig it up.
Right, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people would flex between XP and Roam, but I don't think I see it get flexed in in Smart Omega.
There's Vex.
I like the Vex. I was kind of expecting something similar, maybe a Valentina.
Valentine's banned.
But oh, sorry, they banned it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Interesting. So the Vex kind of blocks out any chance of them playing the Eve.
And
So
the
I
big
guess-
wombo combo also kind of just removes it a little bit. I mean, the Eternal Guard kind of slows down the combo here of Tlph. Doesn't necessarily stop it though. So if if ever there's a way to do it, this could be it. Hayabusa getting banned out feels like it's still the right play.
So creative. Yeah, there's still no pick for Andoryu, so definitely something to take care of. Block out the Nightmare. Solution, don't sleep.
That's right. Oh my god, that's a great one.
Don't sleep on his picks.
Maybe get some of those, what's the opposite of a sleeping pill? Get some
Coffee.
caffeine. Coffee, right? Might be it. So we'll see. Obviously, Andoryu has had a field day on multiple heroes. I would not be surprised to see a Ling here somewhere. Would not be surprised by a lot of jungle picks, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Hayabusa has been one of his go-to before it got buffed or adjusted, quote-unquote adjusted. But I still feel like it's a buff. Other than that, they might be able to lock out that jungle role. But does he have a history of Fanny?
Andoryu?
Yeah, he does, right?
Yes.
He does.
And
right.
talking about history, I've looked it up. Chakra has not played an Arlott.
No Arlott, right?
No Arlott in
Oh
season
my
14.
goodness, what is happening?
Yep. He's played the likes of Edith and Gatot, Belleric.
Kufra.
No Arlott.
So he would rather play a Kufra than an Arlott in some scenarios.
Yep. And Doryu currently ranked number 3 in KDAs amongst all junglers, with DK and Carl TZ following in 4th and 5th. So now there's the Matilda finally.
Out.
I think Omega was just trying to, finesse it in, like, maybe.
It'll be great for the Harif.
Still waters run deep.
So there is the
There's
Ling.
the Ling, talked about, and...
So Ling now kind of feels like an A-tier jungler.
Yes.
You know, you got the 3, Nolan, Julian, Haya, and then Ling kind of falls next up.
That's a good point. Didn't see Nolan.
Ling and Fanny.
And the Fanny.
Yep.
So A tier is not bad, especially if you have been known to use it very well. All the way to his MDL days. He linked the heck out of those days. Aurora and
They still need a gold
Gold
laner.
laner.
Benny, what you got, Benny?
Lunox.
Claude's still out.
Claude's
safe.
great. Yeah, Claude's great.
No Moskov.
You won't Ruby here. You can't Ruby. You can't
No.
Roger.
Roger, maybe.
Just for the dueling
But
capability.
I'm not against. I wouldn't go for it.
There's a Claude. That's the
Safest
safest pick.
Yep.
Easiest pick to use.
Claude's good. It's a miracle that the Claude actually came out still this late.
Oh, that's true.
Yep. But now Smart Omega looking to give Chakno a good pick.
Is this XP lane Arlott? Is this, we're looking for a roam here?
It's likely XP.
There's the Kufra. He'd rather play a Kufra than play an Arlott. That is Chakno right there.
But this is the perfect pick. Again, if you ask who the most iconic Kufra is in all of MLBB esports history, you name Joshua Mangilog, you name Chaknu.
That's right.
So in the face of an Edith, a Julian, a Tigreal, no one's coming through. Ain't no dashing through the bouncing ball, son.
That's right. Legends just like Raflesia, like Yaoi, those are the Kufra mains you look for.
They all bow down to Chaknu.
That's correct. And I'm gonna say it's a very spicy lineup for Omega. Same time, can be a bit hit or miss, that Kufra.
I like how Omega can just take off at the flick of a wrist. I'm liking their lineup. I think it'll go faster.
Let's watch him flick. Going into the stage here for our game.
Here we go. It's Kufra's Chaknu, as some would say. And welcome to the match tonight, the highlighted match, the last one to close out day number 2. It's me, Naisu, joined with Ingan to bring you the match here between these two teams. Of course, all the stories leading to this one between the two, and of course, the playoffs are all at stake as well. And it could start here, Ingan.
Yeah, as much as possible, you want to secure a playoff spot along with FCAP and FNOP early on week number 6. But Chaknu, signature Kufra. I'm so happy right now. We all know when it comes to Kufra, there's only one person you think of.
Who's that?
Me. No,
I was going to say,
Chaknu.
rhetorical, right? But looking at the emblems real quick, too, nothing too crazy out of the ordinary. You're only going to have one war cry this time around. It's on the jungler here for Andoru. And over on the other side, it's... Yep, that's the showcase, by the way. I don't know, man.
That's my favorite TP. That's our favorite
That's ours.
TP, yeah.
Get yours now,
Yeah.
by the way. Grab it while you can.
For only, I honestly don't know.
It depends on the
some,
luck.
Some
It's
get it
based
for
on luck.
300 diamonds, yeah.
When you say some people only get
Some
it for 300
people.
diamonds,
Specifically,
that's burrito.
Hans Galleria Burrito.
Man, Sana all, right? Hope all. But here's the thing. Yeah, I know we got a glimpse of this earlier on while we wait for it. Hold on, Andoru. Well, that's what I was going to talk about. They jump in.
Okay, here comes the revenge from Chaknu, but a counter-attack coming in from Sanji.
No.
Okay, Carl TZ uses the flicker onto Chaknu. They can actually burst him down, but the flicker will be expended. Okay, this is the fear if you're a Kufra and you're up against an Aurora. There's the Frosty Breeze. There's the Frigid Glacier. One wrong jump.
Yeah.
It could be the end for your whole setup for Omega.
And that's why I always say, like, when you ever see the Kufra pop up, that's the risk you got to be willing to take. Of course, you can propel yourself into the team fight, into these setups to get them off, but you also only have the bouncing ball plus the flicker, which, you know, they burned out because also they retribution. So that's the risk, and the best players in the league, like Chaknu here, are the reason why they're so good with the Cooper. The calculation, here they go.
Okay, here comes Chaknu, but Tlph gonna get that. Look at the counter attack coming in from Tlph plus the Frigid Glacier. Chaknu's gonna be the first blood here. And now look at that Tempest of Blades coming in from Endoryu as Sanji picks up a double kill. Sanford and JP. Sanji is still alive for Tlph.
By a sliver of health, and they're gonna get chased down. And Doru, okay. He jukes and moves. But man, talk about Omega not getting anything in that first turtle fight. I mean, they were so close to getting 2 kills at least, but they couldn't get those kills that they were looking for. And part of it was the fact that you still had Sanford going back in that form there. So that's a whole lot early on for Tlph.
It was also clutch for Tlph to secure that retribution, because that means JP was level 4. He was able to cast the Implosion, paired up with the Frigid Glacier. At that point, you're not gonna move for not just point seconds, but how many seconds? At least 2. And that's why Tlph was able to take down 2. And Sanford, didn't even die.
And then at that point, now you're left to just kind of recover from that. And if you're smart Omega, the best way to recover from that is, just hold on, Implosion.
They're not afraid to commit the Implosion onto Chaknu just to make sure he's going to be brought down. But Jome with his Zamin for Synchro-Fishing combination. Here comes the Pride Device from Sanji. But Iota goes in with a Vengeance. He's going to take him down. And there's the trade the Barangay is waiting for.
Good pickup at the cost of Chaknu on the Kufra. Again, that's what they have to do. If he goes down or one of the team members go down, maybe it's Ryota, they at least need to convert something. So Smart Omega does that. And at the same time, it goes over to Ryota. But look, the thing is, you've got a couple Purifies. You have a couple options if you're Smart Omega, but ultimately it's that. You already mentioned the last team fight. It was so tough to play against an Implosion plus the Frigid Glacier combination. So Smart Omega, even though they're playing off the bat of Chaknu going in and calling that, hey, here's the setup, you still have to be pretty disciplined on how you approach it, because you can just get locked down if you're all going to follow in. And I think also that's why every single time we talk about the gold laners, Big J, Jome here is going to be crucial.
Tyrant's Rage, Chaknu on the Sanford, but look at the Implosion coming in from JP. No follow over, the Frigid Glacier is there. Ryota going onto the backline with the final slash. Chaknu has to flicker out. Jome is here this time with his Zamin Force onto Tlph plus JP. They're running away. Chaknu wants to chase right after them, and Tlph is the man down for Tlph.
And that's what I'm talking about. If you're going to fight, it's going to get scrappy. You at least convert something, whether it's an objective, whether it's a kills, and you can see it happening here for Benny Cutie right now, getting a ton of gold off of that, just left alone to his own some in the bottom lane. But just on the flip side, it's going to be switched up. And here we had Vintage earlier on, and now it's Vintage Chak Mamba. Vintage was Kelra earlier. So Kufra is his most played hero of Chaknu. He's played the hero in 53 games with a 62.26% win rate throughout his MPLPH career. And that is massive. That kind of win rate in a competitive professional level is so impressive.
Even in RG, even if you smurf, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
But Chaknu makes it easy. I mean, one of the iconic moments of Chaknu's Kufra, who could forget one of the longest games in MPL history. I believe it was longer than a full-length basketball game. And Chaknu was the one who ended with a Miracle Tyrant's Rage Flicker combination. And who knows, he might replicate it for this game.
That's the threat. Anytime that you have a Kufra in play, and then mind you, it's Chaknu, you've always got to watch out, because the setups can be happening from any angle, anywhere. And he does a really good job at utilizing the conceal. Like we saw just now, he's going to get repositioned. He'll do that throughout the game. And that's the crucial thing, especially when the flicker is available. So Tlph knows this. And again, that's why I think even the Aurora pick was such a great pickup in the draft that they brought to the table, because they can always kind of lock down if they need to, slow down and work around with the kits that they have. So Endoru gets pushed off here. Now we're looking at the third turtle coming up to spawn, and you're going to see them both kind of rotate for this. Benny Cutie's been just farming up down here on this bottom side as much as possible. So he is fine. I also take note, he does have the Brave Smite emblem, so he's going to be built pretty well and sustaining through some of the team fights when he pops that ultimate.
Yeah, it's kind of scary because so far Benny Cutie hasn't been joining the fights, unlike Jome, who has been activated quite early, especially with the Harith. We all know he's going to dominate the early game up against the Claude. But when the timer for Tlph comes, here comes the clash. Wow. Okay, Eternal God, Curse Blast will be casted there. Akutsil, who's going to set up first, it's going to be a retribution battle between the two junglers. Chaknu charging attack revenge, but Ukir gets the turtle. Now they want to go right after Sanford though. Is this a disengage for Omega? Implosion from JP! Plus the Blazing Duet! Frigid Glacier combination. Tempest of Blades will have to cast it because Endoryu trying to go right after JP. That's one trade for Omega in exchange for two. Ukir gets the turtle.
Yeah, the 1-for-2 trade. JP goes down, but 2 picked up. But the turtle, yeah, Ukir. I think that's the second time now that he's been able to cap it out, even though the retributions were used, but still. So objectively, Smart Omega will get it. And all this leads us to eventually when that Lord is up is a pretty even team fight, unless something is able to come into play here before then, whether that's a pick-off in some form or another. But you can see this, you know, items really coming up in play here at this point. You got the 2 items already locked in for the Claude. This is what we talk about so much with the power spike. Now, after the changes, no longer does he need the Trinity, so he's already got DHS and Golden Staff. And even defensively, like some of that is already there for Tlph. Smart Omega, same thing on the other side, but that's what you made the point earlier. Benny Cutie's been mostly farming up other than that last fight we just saw, and Jome, he kind of has to be in these fights. And look at this too, this is interesting. The Barangay is in force. The community prediction here, 68% for Smart Omega against the defending MPL champions.
Momentum is on Omega's side. The past performances that they've been displaying, we really can't blame the community. And if Jome continues to play like this at this level along with Endoryu, you know, this could be a sweep for Omega, but right now Chaknu catches someone off guard. Gonna be bursted down. Carl TZ manages to escape. Okay, so that was 2 ultimates committed for Omega. Will Tlph have a go signal because Ryota goes in with a final slash? Frigid Glacier will be committed there by Sanji. A lot of ultimates casted right before the Lord spawns.
Yeah, a whole lot being used already, but this is going to be a tier 2 going down as Endoryu pushes that turret down. They know that. They have the information. They blitz the Lord.
Carl TZ gets the Lord. Now Jome has to answer right back. Implosion coming in from JP. Managed to catch two. Benny Cutie! The Bagio goes in right after the backline with a Blazing Duet, but JP and Sanford will fall down. Woo! Here comes the attack coming in from Endoryu. The Nightmare manages to catch 2. Looking for Benny Cutie with the Finch Boys. He still has the Divine Sword, but in the middle lane, they're not done with Sanji. Gonna commit the Tyrant's Rage. Jome is there as well as Endoryu. The Pride of Ice is there, but Sanji manages to flicker out. Only 2 casualties for Tlph, and I don't even know who got the Lord.
Well, I'll tell you who got the Lord.
Who?
Tlph did. So they blitzed it after we were paying attention to Endoryu push that tier 2 in the top. And so they got the Lord, but they also lost a couple bodies. And so more so, Tlph does come out ahead of that exchange. They're going to be able to push in with this, hopefully get these next tier 1s down, especially in the mid, and make a play from there. Right now, Smart Omega's got to be on the defense, and they're trying to clear out and manage these waves being pushed in. You're looking for that Holy Crystal still to lock in from Jome. That's going to help him power up a lot, but it's already picked up by Carl TZ, and now Tlph, the Cavalry, is taking a whole lot from Smart Omega right now.
You know, I'm just amazed at the 2 gold laners for both of these teams. They're able to dish out the damage with weight. Carl TZ knows where Endoryu is. Sacred Hammer's not going to connect because Finch Boys is there. Now Tlph works on the turret onto the bottom lane. And going back to my point, you know, look at the KDAs of the 2 gold laners. 301 for Benny, Jome 203. But wait a minute, Conceal. Coming in from Omega, Chakno charging at times revenge. They're gonna catch Sanford, not committing the ult yet. Here comes JP once again. Will he cast the implosion? As Chakno falls down, Frigid Glacier is there. Ryota answers right back with a final slash onto the backline. Benny Cutie with a mega kill onto the Blazing Duet as they catch 3. Sanji on the chase onto Jome. Sacred Hammer to make sure there is no escape and only the Nightmare is left to defend.
Tlph will go ahead and just take the hope that Smart Omega had throughout the game so far and just take it out of the picture, and they're going to run it in.
What can Endoryu do at this point as Tlph bounces back for this game number 1 victory against Omega?
A decisive turnaround off that Lord. The blitz take led to a quick victory here.
Yeah.
Or are they like... Anyways, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching,
This
guys.
is a wake-up call. Smart Omega, put together another barangay so you can fight the other
More
one.
barangays.
So you can watch again.
All the colors. Omega's on blue side. So
All right. So
That's a good blue side pick for these guys. Hayabusa.
play for that, yeah.
Play for the Haya. Try to ban it out.
Get power pick trades. Get
Fanny.
power pick trades.
Think about the Fanny guy.
They cannot ban the Fanny so they can open it up. There it is.
Oh, there
Confirmed.
it is. They opened it. Wow.
Harris is banned out. Zaz banned out. Julian. Fovius taken out by Liquid. High loss as well. And Chip. So this means you have the Edith out. You have the Haya out. The Nolan.
The Nolan.
And there's the Edith.
But despite all of that being open, it's still the Edith priority here for Omega. Business as usual.
Tis a flex. There's the Moscow. First
like
picked
it.
up by Liquid. They can't Julian this early. I don't think Tigreal is worth it this early. Hey, what if Matilda comes out?
That's better. I like it. I'll allow it. And what about the Faramis as well? I feel like
Or
so many
Haya.
good picks. It does feel like the Haya.
It's
There
Haya.
it is.
Okay. Wow, 2 cores already picked up for Liquid.
That's amazing. That's all their cards on the table now.
Oh no, look at this, Andorio. Coach Snap, what do I do? They took my Haya.
It feels like those are the heroes he was thinking about playing.
Listen up, son.
He got rattled a little bit.
Nolan is still out there.
It's
The
so
Ling is
good.
still
The
out there.
Ling is good.
The Fanny is still out there. But not against the Moscow.
A Tigreal rarely is, again, I feel like the Tigreal just has a hard time catching Hayabusa overall in this metagame.
But what you can do is at least make the Hayabusa's landing weird. As soon as he drops from the Shadow Kill.
Or layer with the Eternal Guard.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
This
pretty
is
good.
solid CC. Like, this is more than the doctor recommends. Like, these 3.
Yeah.
Edith, Vexana, Tigreal. Like,
It's like all the knockups, all the...
whoa,
Whoa, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Folks,
whoa. Okay,
we,
I think
we need to work this
this is
out.
a redraft, right? That's
Yep.
I got...
Take it easy. All right. The Haya did
Alright,
jump over,
alright.
so this is
That's definitely...
this is a little hiccup we need to
And
get
the
over with.
Hayabusa, again, what's the way that the Haya deal, the other teams dealt with the Hayabusa? Cho.
Or clump up.
Club it up.
Yeah, that's why
Join
Matilda.
together.
That's why the Matilda's been in a high demand recently. All right, if I'm not mistaken, there's a Lo Yi that got picked up.
There you go.
Sanji's Lo Yi, and there you go. So
There's the real
Edith-
picks right behind.
Edith, Vex, Tig for the first half of Barangay Smart Omega. Okay.
Feels just about right. Just
Still
about
no
right.
junglers though for
The Lo Yi.
Ondoryu. And they're gonna start attacking him too. Look at this rock hard the Fanny.
Actually, I was thinking maybe you should just let the Fanny through.
Ban Ling,
But yeah,
ban Nola.
battling. At the same, it's a lot riskier to run the Fanny here, to be honest. So I
Yeah.
feel like I would have let the Fanny through.
That would have been a safer pick.
Yeah, but somehow they just don't want to get overwhelmed maybe in the early game. I
Yeah.
know the Lo Yi is very vulnerable to
Yeah.
Fanny, right?
Oh, but also, it's harder to catch a Fanny with a Moscow. Like, sure, you can.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah,
seen it.
it's more predictable where the Ling goes.
And the Link can definitely has more flexibility on like where he wants to go on the map, more uptime as well.
This is one more.
comparatively.
This is one more jungle ban.
You think it's
Gotta
still gonna
be.
be a jungle ban for TLPH?
Gotta be.
I don't blame him. It's Bane. They're D&D.
It's a triple S jungle ban. All right. You have your Nolans, Hayas, and Julians. Then you have the Bane on top of that. Only the best of the best can play the Bane. You know what I mean?
I will take it from the master. I will take it from the guy who probably plays a few thousand games of Bane. I'll take it from you, brother.
Check it out.
There's the show.
The KDA comparison, the stat comparison between Sanji and Ukir. Dude, Ukir just overshadows Sanji right now. That's how much of a struggle it's been for Liquid.
And I guess Smart Omega's just been winningest.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an adjective. They're winningest, man.
They are 2 games away from securing that playoff spot, but they could be third. Like, imagine that, the potential to be the third already that soon.
Just to lock it in, right? That's already like a big achievement in and of itself. Way ahead of a lot of other teams.
There's
Here's
Alice.
the Alice.
You asked Job. That's why he wasn't. That's why he just smirked at us.
That's why he just laughed and was like, oh, just wait. And we have been waiting for this.
But wait, what goes into the jungle? There's a Nolan. Okay, this is solid. Like the only real thing that's missing from Omega is true damage.
That's true.
They have CC, they have inevitability, they got scaling, they got burst.
When I give the word.
And the Khalid, of course. Of course, leave it to Tlph to throw a curveball.
40. What?
Leave Tlph to leave a throw curve
This
it
is
up to us.
is this a date? This has got to be a debut.
I think it is.
Okay.
I would definitely remember a Khalid coming out. I've been waiting for it to appear.
You know why I'm not so sure anymore?
Why?
It's because the meta has been wide open since we started season 14.
Oh, yeah, it's been insane. It's been insane.
Debut picks left and right, so I'm not even sure like this is the first time we've seen it this season. But hey, let him cook. Coach CJ, Coach Tyre, Tic Tac. It's all you.
It's Alice versus the Khalid here, making an appearance for both of these teams for, I think, the first time in the season. Let's see if it's going to make a big difference. It's a spicy lineup, not going to lie.
I think it. I wonder what Jose and Jose think.
Jose.
Well, I'll tell you guys what we think. I love the meta too. I know Jose number 2 over here.
Wait,
agrees
why
with
I'm
me.
number 2?
Because I'm number 1. I'm older than you.
Okay, fine.
You know what? That's how the hierarchy works here on the desk right now, Egon. Welcome to game number 2. Look at the pressure already in the jungle.
They're very aggressive right away. First blood, Sanford picks it up as JP manages to escape, but Ukir with the kill, but it's going to go on to Chaknu. So that's just a jungler for a rover.
New strats. Let's. I mean, we don't see that often. Hey,
it's not just a blitz draft, it's also blitz rotation for the first blood kill. Wow.
yeah,
Tlph, I think Tlph has a party to attend to later.
that's how you make it work. And mind you, that one on Sanford, he got that kill. So as you know, the panelists were talking about, we don't see the Khalid pop up often. Now it's here, and then you get an early kill. You build up, you snowball off of it, especially in that matchup in the XP lane. And Carl's still going for it.
They're not even done. The curse blast was there from Ukir though.
Not for yet. There he gets it.
Okay, JP might fall down here. Carl TC picks up another onto
Carl.
Chaknu, but Andori's not even done onto Carl. Wow, is this brawl? This is brawl. Honestly,
I feel like they're trying to make a statement
now
here.
Sanford goes in. Okay, Desert Sandstorm onto Andoryu. Trying to delay his jungle. Wow.
Unfortunately, he's not level 4 yet. If he did, maybe. But look at the trip he took. That's through the river. Like he's on sand through the river, technically.
One of the perks of having a Khalid really fast rotation along with a JP Cho. I mean, this is the most aggressive JP I've ever seen. But there's the Sacred Hammer coming in from Chaknu. Okay. So I think the game will slow down for now.
Hey, I'm not complaining, man. You know, we have so many games where in the first like 2 minutes, it's you know, there might be an attempt here or there, but this is everywhere.
Even in the gold lane, when you would expect these two teams will just go for their gold, try to get the wait. What happened there?
My goodness.
Okay, so Joe manages to escape against Benny Cutie, but here comes JP once again. As Tlph picks up the first turtle. And not even done. Chaknu trying to hide here. Okay, here comes the kick coming in from JP. They want to burst down Ryota. Ryota manages to escape. And here comes Andoryu this time. Sanford has to use the flicker. Chaknu with a Sacred Hammer. They're going to catch Sanford. Is he going to be alive, though? He's going to fall down in the hands of Andoryu.
I mean, think about how much pressure this is just on the purple buff. So with everything happening, I'm wondering if this is just going to be the pace that the Cavalry decides to lead throughout this game already. Game number 2. If that's what they want to do, then it's a good change of pace. Diversion's going to be used. And then there they go. They send them down bot, but still nothing to take here just yet. Chaknu, though, not even level 4, unfortunately for him. So the pacing is what they're trying to keep up with right now. JP will get spotted out, pushed out of that. And they'll have to just deal with the fast rotations coming out from Tlph.
Okay, this time Chaknu can enjoy the clashes. He's level 4. Flicker is available. JP with a kick once again, wanting to burst down Shaknu. A lot of skills expended. They're not even afraid to just burst down any member of Omega.
I gotta say, refreshing, and I love to see it. Not only is the meta wide open, but hell, even the strats in the way that you play it and approach the game after seeing this from Tlph. JP's gonna be fine. And Doru, though, he does have that pressure there, and every time, again, when they have that fracture, now that the fracture has the 30% slow on it, that's part of what can make this Nolan so deadly. But right now, we're going to wait for this turtle to come up. Some of the items fall into place. First items being locked in here for most of the players. And as they set up here on the top side, just trying to get things set up for this turtle. Second one of the game. Sanford, this time around, could actually initiate too, just with the Sandstorm alone, or it could be JP. They're going to press it.
This time, JP goes in with a double knock-up onto Shaknu. But look at that, Carl TZ. Oh, he was able to cast the Implosion Play plus a flicker out, but Carl TZ is going to finish him off as Endoryu gets the turtle. Killing spree for Carl TZ, but Omega gets the turtle.
I don't know, man. This is taking me.
Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Benny!
You know, yeah, but hey, it's a good thing Jome was an Alice in that sense, and he had a flicker.
He predicted where the flowing blood will be casted. Spear of Destruction is going to connect. But although it didn't transition to a kill, that's still a lot. It takes a lot of skill, a lot of prediction, a lot of smarts, game sense to pull that off. Imagine if it was late game. That would be the highlight of the whole week.
Yeah, and taking a look at this again, the Queen of Blood returns. Prior to FNOF Kelmer's Alice pick earlier today, the last time Alice was picked, I missed it.
Season 11.
Season 11. I can't read so fast, man. You know, I'm a slow reader. Come on. But, you know, jokes aside, Alice being picked up twice today alone is just, again, reiterating the fact that the meta is wide open. We've seen so many unique picks. I would love, by the time we get and finish the playoffs, or maybe even before the playoffs, we have a stat out there that's like, yeah, this is how many unique heroes we had in Season 14 and then all the other seasons.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
Yeah. And now Omega working as one unit, 5-man rotation onto the middle lane. At this point, it looks like a brawl game. Both teams just really fast-paced rotation, not letting anything go for free. For the first 2-3 minutes, all the buffs of Endoryu were contested.
Man, just look at this too. Like, they want to go ahead and just plant Sanford there for now. See if they can pick something up to deal with, or if someone makes their way down there, showcasing again these emotes. Benecutie does pick up the DHS now in the mid lane. It's Smart Omega trying to do pretty much the same thing, so they're mirroring off each other. JP, though.
Okay.
Be fine, you know, Sanford's just around the corner, and this turtle is for the taking as Smart Omega gets in position.
Okay, it's going to be a 5-on-4 though, as Jome is on top, as Omega trying to survey the scene. Will they go for a trade? Carl TZ picks up the final turtle.
Look how fast Sanford's moving around too. That's the thing. You know, you rotate so quickly. Dare I say, this reminds me of the old saying, the Echo Express.
Echo Express.
But this is the cavalry
Stampede
gallop. Well, I guess only a single horse gallop.
Okay,
Whoa!
JP. Okay, that was too much, JP. That was too deep this time. You're not just gonna keep doing that all throughout. I mean, Shaknu has the implosion, didn't even cast it. Ukir with the deadly grasp, just to try and terrify him. Look at the damage coming in from Sanji. The disperser rotation was just too much for Ukir and Jome.
I guess at that point too, you know, sometimes it's just like, hey, if someone does go down, that's fine. If it's JP, you know, his job really is just to get the pick off. Yeah. He didn't even you know, he's either going to use the flicker aggressively or defensively, because they know that for the rest of the team, they have so many options. Sanford can go in, you can get out or get aggressive with the diversion alone. And that's why they continue to put the pressure on the jungle side, because they want to make Smart Omega as uncomfortable as possible. And again, it's all about the items. You know, you only got the DHS Corrosive Scythe right now for Benecutie, but that seems to be enough. Even then, the Hunter Strike and the BOD for Carl TZ, and every time we see the Hayabusa pop up so far, it has been a snowball effect. Okay,
Carl knows.
Good check.
Good check, Carl, good check. That was good, that was clutch. Almost. And again, Tlph you know that how to counter out the Nolan
Yeah.
is to really put pressure, put aggression. You said this, make Andoryu really uncomfortable, even though he's the nightmare. He's the one having nightmares in his own jungle right now.
Right now, he's got to rely on the team, you know, for the most part, to secure that for him, and also just kind of take care of this side, because at this point, when this Lord is up, you're going to see Tlph possibly go for a blitz again. I mean, they've been doing that the whole game. I'm wondering if they just approach us a little bit slower, or they're just trying not to give any possible moment. Oh, they are.
Oh, here comes the double knockup from JP, plus the way of the dragon. Raging Sanford coming in from Sanford onto the backline, but JP's the one down first. In exchange for Iota, Sanford has to walk away as Chaknu wanting to go for the setup, and here comes Big J. Sanji might be able to escape here. Chaknu picks up Sanford, but here comes the Spear of Destruction. Benny Cutie, plus there's a diversion play. How many will he send off? Sanji is also there, and Dory's gonna fall down in the hands of Sanford. Sanford's not even done! 4 members of Omega are now down!
There, he's literally flexing on him. Get yours now.
Oh, in sync with Sanji, the San duo.
Oh man.
With the flex.
And that's why for the community, I'm pretty sure the poll is collected. That's #1 right now,
That's
because
#1, yeah.
you're literally flexing on the team.
First Tlph recall, second Fnatic Onyx recall. For me.
Yeah.
And I hope the community
agree.
agrees.
I agree. Man, I'm just saying, at this point, before all that broke out and before JP dove into the Tier 1 turret, I was going to say, you know, I feel like they're just not giving the barangay here, Smart Omega, a chance to think about what they want to do or how they're going to approach the fight. Tlph is just like, yeah, kick it in high gear mode. You know, we've got all the horsepower we need with the cavalry here.
Literally, there's no gear less than 6 for Tlph.
Yeah.
It's all pedal to the metal. They're really playing at an aggressive, fast pace. Credit to JP, credit to Sanford, credit to the recalls, really flexing on Omega. And for Tlph, you really need this win, this point. Because right now you're sitting at 5th in standings.
You love to see it too, the way JP's playing this Cho here. Yeah, he's died a few times, but he's doing his job. He's putting enough pressure on them alone, and they don't know if he's actually going to kick them or not. Whether he stands inside the base, and you've got Sanji flexing on you on the outside. What do you focus on? The shields are all going to be popped, and they work on the mid turret.
Okay, Chaknu uses the conceal already. Tlph has minions on top. They lost the ones in the middle lane, as Omega was able to burst down the Lord without losing any inhibitors.
No inhibitors down, almost. This
Almost.
top one will just hold on a little bit longer. So for Tlph, 10,000 ahead and under the 12-minute mark too. That is how fast this game has gone, and it's scaled up. Conceal going to be used again as JP might be trying to go in. Diversion going to be used. They go for the turret.
Here comes the kick onto Ryota, but Chaknu answers with an implosion. Tlph though on the attack right now. Wiki Shadow coming in from Costisi onto the backline, and Doryu's gonna fall down. Chaknu, Ryota as well. 3 all of a sudden are gone. It's just Jomin Ook here as they take down 2 inhibitors with them. Sanji flexing the recalls. They have minions onto the middle lane, plus the 5-man recall for Tlph. Will they be able to bring this game down to their favor? Spear of Destruction coming in from Benny Cutie as he brings down Jome. Only Ukir is left, and the Liquid Stampede will finally be alive once again.
Quick, fast, and may I say, express